overall, the broader market is seeing a lot of action, especially in the real estate pack. Ruchit Jain, equity technical analyst at Angel Broking, is now joining us. Ruchit, good afternoon. What's your view as far as markets are concerned? Very good strength, irrespective of the global markets in the last few days?
Yes, good afternoon, Pankaj. Overall, we are seeing good broad market participation in Nifty this time. Although we are heading towards a resistance of 8,000, which everyone knows that it's a crucial resistance which has been not crossed since last quite a few months now. So I think it would be very crucial for the index to cross this 8,000 mark in case this rally has to sustain and go further on the higher side. As of now, the stock-specific momentum is good. Even the large-cap stocks are participating well in this up move. So I think one should continue to trade with positive biasness in this market.
Right. The performance of the Bank Nifty today, especially when the bankruptcy code is done, is quite well. It's been taken by the markets quite highly.
Yeah, so Bank Nifty has been outperforming the broader index. Even if we see amongst these banking stocks itself, the private sector banks have done quite well since last couple of months. And I think the PSUs have not participated, and going ahead, even if the Bank Nifty manages to do well, the 17,000 is now the resistance for Bank Nifty. So if it manages to cross above 17,000 and Nifty crosses above 8,000, then I think this private sector banks would continue to do well. So this positive biasness has been led by Bank Nifty in the last couple of months, and private sector banks continues to remain. We continue to remain positive on private sector banks going ahead.
Right. Just wanted to highlight Zydus Wellness. They have declared their numbers. It's up 6% right now. Profit numbers at 26 crores. Expectation was around 25, 26 crores. So that's in line. Sales numbers are also in line. Really no major change. Zydus Wellness, that's up about close to about 5.8, 5.9%. The company generally tends, generally it's very highly rated company. They have a lot of different brands, and the numbers are in line. Close to 800 rupees for Zydus Wellness, 109 crores in terms of sales and 25 crores in terms of profit. Ruchit, any view on the real estate pack? HDIL, India Bull Real Estate, we've spoken about it earlier. Do you think the charts are just getting stronger day by day?
Yes, Pankaj, definitely. Even last time we spoke, I had info. I have just told that this is just an impulsive up move. So whenever we see any five-wave impulsive up move, it is usually in the direction of the main trend. So the trend for these stocks is up. Even SDIL, India Bull Real Estate, they continue to look positive. SDIL, I think, after consolidating in a narrow range in today's trading session, has given a good breakout. On the higher side, I think the recent high of 88 would definitely be crossed, since it's an impulsive up move. And I think 91, 92, it's quite possible in this week, maybe early next week, this stock could test. So we continue to remain positive on real estate stocks until any kinds of reversal action seen. One should stay on the long side in these stocks.
Right. As far as some of the real estate names are concerned, can you just give your order of preference? Because now that a lot of these names have rallied, so HDIL, India Bull, maybe DLF, how would you rate in the buying order?
From short-term trading perspective, I think HDIL could outperform now. We have already seen some good momentum in India Bull Real Estate. So I think some sort of sideways movement could be seen in India Bull Real Estate going ahead. If you ask me about the order of preference of all these three stocks, I think HDIL would be the outperformer for short term. It would be followed by DLF and then India Bull Real Estate.
Right. As far as Tata Motors is concerned, it's up 2%. It's been very volatile. How would you look at that name?
Pankaj, difficult to take a trading call at this level in Tata Motors. Last 5-6 trading sessions, this stock has corrected in spite of Nifty going up. So some sort of underperformance has been seen in this stock. But if I observe the weekly charts, then definitely the trend is looking good. After this up move, I think the stock is retracing the previous gains which have been seen since last couple of months. And major support for the stock of this would come around 365, 366. So at current levels, I think one should still wait for some more correction. This stock is a buy on dips. One should approach buy on dip strategy in this stocks. And in near future, if any price movement around 366, 365, that should be used as a buying opportunity in this.
Right. 366, 365. Tata Motors DVR, that's outperformed since it's been in Nifty. But do you think that that outperformance would continue?
Yes, that outperformance could continue, but more or less, if we see the directional momentum, then it remains the same with Tata Motors. It's not that Tata Motors go up and Tata Motors DVR would fall significantly or vice versa. Although this would continue to outperform, this DVR would continue to outperform Tata Motors. So on dips, if anyone is looking to buy, then I think Tata Motors DVR could be preferred for over Tata Motors.
Right. As far as Axis Bank is concerned, is it looking better versus some of the other banking names? It's done very well compared to ICICI and some of the other banking names.
Yes, Pankaj, it has done very well. In fact, we were quite bullish on this stock since last couple of months, but at current levels, I think one should look to book profits on the long positions, those who have taken from trading perspective. The reason being that although the stock has already rallied from 390 to 500, while correcting, the stock had a gap down opening in the month of October 2015, which was in the range of 510 to 515. In today's trading session, if we see, the stock has already reached that zone. So according to the gap theory, this gap should now act as a resistance. So it's quite possible that up move that we have seen in last couple of months, that would come to a halt, and some sort of profit booking would come in from these levels. Although though I'm not advising to go to create any short positions at this level, since the broader trend continues to be positive in Axis Bank. But I think some profit booking could come in this stock, wherein the stock could again correct up to 460, which would then be a buying opportunity in this stock. So on the long position, I think in Axis Bank one should look to book profits over here.
Right. As far as ICICI is concerned, how would you look at that name?
ICICI would be a buy on dips for us. We have seen after this up move from 170 to 260, the prices have corrected very sharply. Some sort of resistance would come around 232, 233 levels. But if we take the retracement support of this, then 208 is a crucial support. So any price movement around 208, 210 would again be a good opportunity to enter into the stock.
Ruchit, just stay on with us. We're taking a break. We're coming back in 2 minutes. Markets continue to be flat, 45 points higher for the Nifty.
This is despite an inventory loss of 891 crores.
Decently strong, but the base was lower and it was expected to do pretty well. The expectation were around 1,000 crores, but they have delivered about 1,300 odd crores. Yes, the other income is high, but it's not particularly that high as well. We were talking to Ruchit. He's still with us. Ruchit, we spoke about some of these real estate names. Let's as well as some of the banking names. Let's look at sectors which have done well. So how would you look at probably something probably something like a Reliance Industries? Still results, it was doing very well. After the results, there was continuous sell-off, and then today it's up about 2%.
Pankaj, Reliance Industries, it's showing good strength now. If we just observe the previous up move in the month of February, and it rallied higher from 880 to 1070, it has exactly retraced 50% of those gains, and from that 50% retracement support, today's trading session has seen again an up move. So that's a positive sign. I think one should go long even at current levels in this stock. One can keep stop loss below 965. The first resistance for this stock now would come around 1020. So I think one can expect at least 1020 in next 3 to 4 trading sessions. So from short-term perspective, Reliance Industries is looking good. Apart from that, Pankaj, I think if we are talking about sectors, then two sectors could do well in near term. One is housing finance. We have seen some good momentum is coming in this housing finance stocks such as LIC Housing Finance, Diwan Housing Finance, Indiabulls Housing Finance. So this momentum we are expecting it to continue for next few days. So from short-term trading perspective, if anyone is looking to go long, then housing finance could be the one sector where some decent gains should be seen. Apart from that, also IT is looking positive, specifically large cap IT names. If I go stock specific, then TCS is the preferred pick, which could do well in near term. About last 1 month, the stock was trading in a sideways channel, and today it has given a breakout from that channel. So I think after this breakout, a good follow-up momentum also is now being seen. So going ahead, housing finance and large cap IT names could do better, and hence one should look to go long in these two sectors.
Right. About the housing finance companies, what is the sort of momentum that you expect? Because generally when they do well, they do pretty well.
Yes, definitely. And what positive thing we are seeing that the volumes are also supporting this up move. So I think after consolidation, LIC Housing, Indiabulls and Dewan Housing, these are the three stocks that we are watching. And we have also recommended to go along Indiabull Housing Finance, which is in today's trading session itself. So I think going ahead, Indiabulls Housing has the potential to at least go up to 740 and above that up to 775. Dewan Housing Finance also has consolidated in last 1 month, and I think from here the Dewan Housing also has potential to rally up to at least 220 rupees. So good about 8 to 10% upside could be seen in Dewan Housing Finance also. So just from trading perspective, I think Dewan Housing and Indiabulls Housing could give up to 8 to 10% upside from here.
Right. If you look at some of the other large cap names, Dr. Reddy's has done well today after results. Lupin has been doing well. And if you want the pharma pack ahead of results, you think these names could do well?
Well, these names have been consolidating sideways after a sharp correction which we had seen in these pharma names. I think for next, at least for next couple of months further, we won't see some major movement on the upside in these pharma names. Although downside would be restricted because the stocks have already fallen significantly and they are now in a consolidation phase. So Dr. Reddy 2750 to 3200 is the range which has been placed. So maybe next 1 or 2 months more the stock would continue to consolidate in this range. Even Lupin, the earlier supports which were breached are now acting as a resistance. So one should avoid going long in Lupin. But at least Dr. Reddy, if it's near the lower end of the range of around 2800, I think that could be a good buy. But again, if it comes up to higher end of the range of 3200, it's good to book profits over there also. So not a big up move would be seen in pharma space, but just from trading perspective, if the stocks come to the lower end of the range, then one should buy. And again, if we get around 4 to 5% upside, then book profits and exit long. That should be the strategy.
Right. How would you look at Titan? Absolutely flat.
The Titan recently after correction has taken support at its falling trend line. So I think that's a positive sign. We saw even on the day of the results were out, the stock didn't went below its support of 350. So I think that's a positive sign, and this would lead to further upside momentum at least up to 385, 317, 385, 387 in this stock. So Titan also looks positive from short-term perspective.
Right. As far as Bosch is concerned, that has been going up. Generally, a very not so well-traded counter.
Usually, the liquidity is less because the price range is high in this. But technically, the signs are good. The stock, after consolidating in the range, is now showing signs that it will give a breakout on the higher side. 20,940 was the earlier resistance in the stock which had acted in during March, and from where prices had fallen. So in case 20,940 is breached, looking at today's momentum and volumes, I think that level should be breached. Then the next target for the stock would come around 22,000. So I think this stock should go up to 22,000.
Right. Any view on Motherson Sumi? That's one of the top gainers in the last 10 minutes.
Similarly, what we are talking about in the Bosch, a consolidation pattern, and after consolidation a breakout. Similar pattern is now being built up in Motherson Sumi. Last couple of months, since the month of March itself, if you see, the stock has not breached to a 38 240 support zone. So and whenever the stock comes around 240 to 245 range, that acts as a support. Now last few days the stock was trading around 245. Yesterday's low in fact was around 247 itself. So from the support end of the range, now we are seeing a shift in the stock on the upside. So that's a positive sign, and I think if it manages to breach 280 for short to medium term, this is forming an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which is a reversal pattern. And after a corrective move of about 6 to 8 months, if such reversal patterns form and the stock continues to move higher about 280, that would result into an uptrend from this low top low bottom which was seen in last 6 to 8 months. So I think it's for short term 280 would be the resistance, and if the stock manages to cross about 280, that would lead to a medium term uptrend in the stock.
Right, Uchit. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you. Tomorrow morning when we open for trading, we'll have the IIP and the CPI data.